got these 3 quads here that I built up for Ian. Here's your 3 quads right here. So I've built these before. This is the oh man, not Shuriken. Shit, I can't remember the name of it. It's the Star Wars one, the 2-inch. And then this is a Little Predator. I always loved this one. I was a big fan of this one when it came out. I don't have one anymore, but I did have one for a little while and I loved it. Pretty awesome 2-inch. And it's so tiny. It's just teeny tiny. Flies really good. And then this one here, this is the new one from Tomo Quads, and it's the LR3 or Long Range 3 3-inch folding quad. So I just got done flying this one, and I wasn't really going to say a whole lot about this one, just because, you know, this is somebody else's quads. I just built them up for him. But Tomo had asked if I would fly this one and upload some video, so I said okay. Went to fly it a little bit ago, and I was just shocked. I could not believe how good this thing flew. I was just amazed. I mean, I've flown tons and tons of micros, like hundreds of micros, you know, for a long time, for years, you know. I don't remember exactly when the first time I had a micro was, but it's been years. And I've always, on every single one, I've never been able to completely get rid of like prop wash and stuff like that. Like when you're doing fast, sharp turns, you know, you always get that little bit of shake at the end there. That is almost impossible to get rid of. But when I flew this one, I could not get it to do that at all. It just did not want to give me any kind of prop wash, any kind of shaking whatsoever at all in any way. It was just the craziest thing I've ever seen. And I really don't know what is the reason for that. I'm trying to think if it's because of the way the arms are. I don't know what style you call this. I'm thinking it's a dead cat design, but I really don't know. It pretty much looks like a dead cat. I'm not sure if dead cat goes straight out in the front, because this one kind of goes out at an angle. But yeah, it's something. I don't know if it's because it's not really that light. It's pretty much the same weight as any other 3 inches that I've done. I believe it was 109 grams. I don't remember if that was with the props on. It might be more if I weighed it without the props. But it was around 109. Yeah, 110. So it's 110 grams. So it's not like, you know, some kind of insanely light 3-inch. But it is light. It's just, that's not the reason for it to fly so well. I don't know what it is. It's got to be just the placement of the arms. How the front is real short and the back extends out real long. Oh, Ian, also, I'm not sure what the deal is with these arm protectors that you sent, but only 2 of them would fit on the top side, and the other 2 would only fit on the bottom side. So I think you might have gotten all 4 of the same. I think you have to have like two one way and 2 another way, and you got 4 of the same or something. But yeah, so if you're wondering why 2 of them are on the top and 2 of them are on the bottom, that's the only way it would work. So yeah, you might want to get some more of those printed up. But anyway, yeah, this is the Tomo Quads LR3, and I was just completely amazed at the way it flew. I guess I'll tell you real quick what's inside of it. It's nothing special. This is everything from a Baby Hawk R. Oh wait, yeah, these are the 4500 kV motors. I didn't even notice that. I thought they were the 6000. Okay, so yeah, this must be everything from a 3-inch Baby Hawk R. Even the receiver is from a ready to fly or bind and fly Baby Hawk R. So yeah, it's just everything from a Baby Hawk R put into the Tomo Quads LR3 frame. And I flew it with the battery on top. I don't know if that made a difference either, because I always fly bottom battery. Even on frames that are made for top mount, I always put the battery on the bottom. I don't know why. I just always have. So that could be it too, maybe. I'm not really sure, but all I can say for like the 10th time now is that this thing flew so damn smooth with zero prop wash. No matter how many sharp, fast turns I did, or flips, rolls, anything, it was just smooth as hell. Alright, so that's about it for this one. I would definitely recommend trying one of these out though. So for these two, this one was already almost built. I just needed to extend the camera wires. So what I did is I did extend the camera wires. On the other one, this one needed the camera wires extended too, but I just ended up using one of my own plugs that had longer wires already. So my tip for you is leave your wires longer than you're doing, because it seems like you like to move parts around from frame to frame. So it's a good idea to just keep the stuff longer than you need, and then you won't have to ever extend anything when you move it to another frame. I started doing that after a while because, you know, I was tired of having to extend things when I was moving things around, so I'm just like, screw it. And you know, you can hide the long wires inside the frames, whatnot, you know, so it's not a big deal. On this one also, this is a HGLR C-Stack. It had the 3.3 volt pad missing. Looks like it was just burned off or whatever. So I had a DSMX receiver that takes 5 volts, so I just threw that on there for you. This is the Full Speed RC Nano V2. So it's the newest one from Full Speed RC. It's super duper light. It's like 0.8 of a gram, and it's tiny. It's even smaller and lighter than an XM, which I didn't even think was possible, but yeah. And it has a nice long antenna that's actually replaceable with the UFL connector there, so that's pretty nice. And Banggood does have more of those you can buy. So and then I added a buzzer. The buzzer's right here on top. Yeah, that's about it with this one. This one's ready to go. You will need to do the CLI command for binding on this one. This one has the Spektrum receiver with the auto bind, so all you have to do is plug in and wait for the LED to start flashing to bind that one up. This one also has Baby Hawk R guts, and yeah, even the VTX. So you already know all about all these anyway. So yeah, I guess I will leave you with a little bit of DVR of me flying this. It wasn't anything special. I just went out front real fast and just threw it up and down the road a few times. Pretty impressive though. So I might get one of these myself. Actually, I was also going to show how you fold it, and I don't even know if I know how. I think you just take out these two screws right here, and then these two are what keep it from just falling apart. So I don't know if you want to keep these loose or, you know, just barely tight or what, but let me see here. Yep, that fits on there. Let's see how tight they are. They were kind of loose. That one's pretty tight. Okay. So yeah, the arms are tight right now. Oh, actually I can move it a little bit. So I guess what you have to do is, I don't know if it's that easy. I don't think I can get this on there. I can't tell if it's on or not. Hold on. Okay. So I'm going to tighten these back down real tight, and then we'll see if you can still fold the arms. Alright, so those two are tight, and then so you should just have to take off these 2 screws. So here's one. I wouldn't mind the design that like Armatan has. Armatan has one on, I think it's called their full tilt. I think that's the one that folds up. I don't remember, but they have a really cool type of way of folding the arms where it's just like, it's like this button kind of screw that you can just grab with your fingers, and you can tighten it down real tight with your fingers, and all you have to do is just unscrew it like a few screws, and then it pops out, but it still stays in where it's at, and then you can fold it. It's pretty awesome. But anyway, there's the 2 screws out, so now it should fold back. So we'll start with this arm, fold it back like that, and it doesn't look like it's pinching any wires or anything. They do go underneath the main plate there, but it's not pinching it or anything. So now we'll do the other back. Let's see, that screw I thought was in the way, but I guess not. So there we go. Alright, so you can fold it just like that. And then the front arms, yep, you can just fold it down to the side there. Oh, it's a little bit tight. Okay. There we go. And there you have it. Even with the props on, it's pretty small. It's definitely a lot smaller than when it's not folded up, so it's kind of cool. It's kind of a pain in the ass a little bit. I mean, it wasn't hard to take 2 screws out and fold it up, but I think to put it back, you gotta line it up like, okay, right there is lined up for the front arm. But then if I move the back arm, the front arm moves too a little bit. So you gotta like kind of move both of them. I think that's it right there. Maybe. You could also kind of use the screw to get them to line up. Just start screwing. Yeah, that works, so I guess it's not too bad. And then this side. That looks like that might be it. Yeah, not bad. And you're ready to go. Cool. All right.
I can't forget. Even now I realize the time will never get. Another story of the bitter pills of fate. I can't go back again, I can't go back again. But you asked me to love you when I did. Trading my emotions for a contract to commit. And when I got away I only got so